Zane had always believed his wedding day would feel electric. The kind of day that settled your heart into certainty. The kind of day that told you this is right. Instead, his chest felt hollow. Then he saw her. Hazel stood among the bridesmaids, close enough to touch, yet impossibly out of reach. She was not the bride. She was not the woman walking towards him. And something inside Zane broke. Hazel was beautiful in the way fire was beautiful. Her hair flowed freely down her back, moving as though the wind obeyed her. Her eyes, they shone like they had passed straight through fire, bright enough to pierce him where he was weakest. Evie was safe. Evie was steady. She offered Zane a life that made sense. But Hazel was opposite. She was laughter that disrupted his calm, silence that never felt empty, chaos and storm. She knew him, the boy he had been before the world taught him restraint. His brother had known. That morning, his brother had looked at him and asked softly, knowing he was in love with his best friend Hazel, but couldn't tell her, "Are you sure?" Not once. Again and again. He had asked if Zane was certain this would not haunt him. If he was sure, he was not choosing comfort over truth. And every time, Zane had said yes. Because loving Hazel out loud might have destroyed the childhood friendship he had been too afraid to lose. Then the music began. Hazel lifted her eyes. She smiled at him, gentle, familiar, unaware. It was the same smile she had always given him, the smile that had taught him what love felt like, before he had ever known what it was called. And in that moment, Zane understood something far too late. Some love did not end in heartbreak. They ended in silence. As Evie walked toward him, dressed in white, Zane's heart fractured, quietly, permanently. She said her vows, but when they turned to him, he stood frozen. Then he turned, just once, to catch a glimpse of Hazel, regret heavy in his eyes, the kind that comes too late and stays too long. She sat where he had left her, unchanged, yet somehow already farther away, as if distance had learned her name. His heart pulled backward, aching to undo the silence, to gather every feeling he had buried and lay them trembling at her feet. He wanted to tell her how her absence had been louder than any goodbye, how every unspoken word had followed him like a shadow that refused to fade. But his feet kept moving forward, and courage failed him in that final moment. So he carried his love the way men carry regret, quietly, carefully, as something meant to be felt alone. And that was when Evie caught the hesitation in his voice, the fragile pause he could no longer hide, and a single tear slipped free, betraying her, because the woman who owned his heart had been standing beside the altar, not at it.